Alright, good day, mate. It's your boy, Not Satan, your 79th favorite Korean immersion learning YouTuber. So this is a big day for me, right? It's my 10-month update. That's right, 300 days in the bag. 600 more to go. Just kidding. So yeah, I thought I'd just make a quick update vid. I think this time is gonna be a little special because I realized I've just been stealing people's content for a long time, so I think that's not very nice of me. So I thought I'd just make my own stuff, right? So this month, alright, past 30 days, let's see. In terms of the stats, for the last 3 days I've done 70 hours of active immersion, 17 hours of reading, 693 Anki Cards, 30 hours on the SRS, 45 passive immersion hours, and 0 grammar hours. So my contact hours this month is 162 hours for this month. I'll post all the stats and everything in a description below as usual. So yeah, that's the stats. And so let's starting with the the SRS. So I've just been going at it the same as last time, just 25 cards a day. But I think the past 10 days, I've been finding that sentence mining has been a bit tedious because there's a lot of cards that Morphman parses wrongly. But I think this is just something that's part of the Morphman experience because I don't know if there's a good Korean parser or something. Korean's a very funny language, but I'm okay with it. An extra 10-20 minutes, not 20, 10-15 minutes ish, I think it's okay because I'm still getting the sentences right. So I guess it's not optimal immersion, but you know what, I'll take it. I'm finding that I'm still struggling with going full monolingual because it's a crazy language. It's crazy. There's so many words that you have to know. I'm pretty sure other languages have this too. I think this is just a feature of Korean anyways, is the amount of words you have to know just to survive with a monolingual dictionary. Personally, I find to be quite high. So I'm using the Naver dictionary. So I don't know about other ones, but the Naver one, it's not exactly the going monolingual is not as easy as I thought it would be. So I'm still trying it out. I'm trying out some cool new method. It's a cool new method I'm doing for the monolingual transition. If I think it works, I might make a video on it in the future. So stay tuned. But nothing's confirmed. So reading. I stopped reading web novels for a while. I think I was kind of, I wouldn't say burnout, I was just kind of getting bored because just because it's Korean doesn't mean it's good. And I've been reading, I just couldn't find something that was really good. I liked the mystery genre, and there wasn't anything good, so I took a break from it. And then people over at the the Refilled Korean Chord, they were recommending the folk tales. So I've just been going at the folk tales. The folk tales are definitely a step down in terms of difficulty, but I find them to be okay. They're fun-ish, but they're not bad. Like, you're not gonna be bored when you're reading them. So they're definitely not bad. It's comprehensible, very fun. Well, I'm sorry, medium fun, I guess, but very comprehensible. I'm reinforcing the frequent grammar points. I'm reinforcing frequent vocab. But in terms of the time, I'm recently I've just not been putting my attention on reading. I know reading is the best way to acquire the language anyways. I know I should be doing it, but I just I don't know if it's stress or anything, but it's just that if I had the choice between watching the content on YouTube that I like to watch versus reading folk tales, in my mind it's just gonna be 100% going to the YouTube stuff, right? because that stuff's fun, and fun means interest, and interest means compelling, comprehensible input, which means language gains, right? So I'm not too worried about that. I just think that if I want to improve, I should force myself to read. And my boy Paulie talked about it on Twitter. I mean, it's different for some people. Some people love to read and they can't stand watching stuff, but some people can, watch stuff the whole day and not read. So I'm of the latter kind. I just, it's my binge watching tendencies, right? So, too bad. That's too bad. So big update in terms of grammar. I think I'm done in terms of my grammar, my formal grammar study, as in reading the grammar points. I just think it's just not worth my time anymore, because either the remaining resources are just boring, or it's kind of like, what's better than, if I had a choice between, you can read the grammar point or you can just immerse, and then because the more you immerse, the better you'll get at the language, and so you'll find the gaps in your grammar anyway. So I'm just thinking, I should just trust the process and just wait, because I mean, what's the worst, right? What's the worst that can happen? What if I only get good at vocab? What if I only increase my vocab, but I don't increase my grammar? I mean, it's fine, because the more vocab you know, then you will know what grammar points you're missing. And so now all I'm doing is just, if I don't know a grammar point, I'll just look it up. That's it. So, because what's the worst that can happen? The worst is just I just redo my grammar in 2 years, right? That's not too bad. Then, I think I've been doing a lot more passive this month. So if I have problem sets, or I'm just bored while I'm doing something else, I'll just put some passive on in the background. It's because I just subscribe to a lot of different channels, a lot of different stuff. So some of them are about studying, some of them are about life, some of them are about fashion, some of them are about cooking. I just throw everything into a passive listening playlist, and then I put it at 1.2 times speed, and I just go at it. I find it's actually easier. It's just something to do. It's easier to do than not listening to something, because I don't know, my brain just doesn't work very well when it's bored. So I prefer studying if I can, like the calculation stuff, if I can do it with something in my ears. And so it's nice to have a variety of voices in your ears and not in your head. Right, just kidding. And so finally, active immersion. So I mean, same. I'm definitely seeing clear gains in comprehension. So month 9, month 8, 9, 10, I'm definitely seeing that I'm maybe 3-4%, 3 to 5% increase in comprehension every month, which is very motivating, because it's beginning to make sense, right? So the more I'm just definitely seeing, as long as I just keep going at this, everything will become 95% comprehensible, right? So I mean, but this is mostly in terms of content. So I haven't actually read any native level books, so I don't know about that. But in terms of watching stuff, it's quite, it's fun. It's comprehensible now. But I found the biggest problem is definitely social media, Discord, Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. Because I found I've been quite active on the Weeekly Discord. So it's because they're fun people. So I get distracted. So I have to restrain myself. If I can get my social media addiction in check, then boy, it's over. I tell you, it's over, man. It's over for all y'all out there. Yeah. So that's my 10-month update. So in terms of my general plans, I think I'm actually at a very interesting spot right now, because I'm feeling like I'm finally an intermediate. Like I can say I'm at an intermediate level, and so I'm just basically just doing the same thing every single day. So I just need to make sure I don't fall into complacency and I get lazy with my routine, because it's very easy for me to just stick to the same thing because I know it works. It brought me from beginner to intermediate. So I have to make sure that I'm staying active in terms of actively finding ways to improve my method. So yeah, I think that's it for my 10-month update. As you know, kids, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, keep immersing.